Alright, I'm gonna show you how to speed dry this. I mean, just a basic hair dryer, really cheap. First off, before I start, make sure the inside of the screen faces up here. And basically just gonna go around and dry the screen up. Also, if you notice, I have two pieces of wood here to raise the screen up as I dry it. And once it's dried, I'm gonna rack it. I'll grab the other two and dry those. Exciting, isn't it? Alright, just dry off the excess water off of that. It's really dry here in Colorado, so this should dry up pretty quick. Once I'm done, just put it on my screen rack, let it dry up, and grab the other two and dry those. Alright, so that's the last one. We'll let these dry up just a little bit more. Normally what I used to do before I found out, but you could speed dry with a hair dryer, I just let it sit in the rack like this. Well, sort of not like this because there'd be water dripping on it. So I try to get it as dry as I can, and I'll get my fan out and blow air in it for about 15 minutes, let it fully dry as much as I can, because you don't want any water when you're putting emulsion in it. With the degreasing, well, from I understand it, if you have a little bit of oil in the mesh and you put your emulsion and that's water based, it'll actually fisheye. It'll pop up because of the oil on it. So if there is oil in it still when I put the emulsion on and it dries up, then we'll have to reclaim it and start over again pretty much. So that's it. We're gonna move on to putting emulsion into these screens. I know you guys saw there was two colors that I was working with that skull image, but the third one's actually going to be a pocket size logo. So the skull and the flux trim text is going to be on the back, and then there's going to be a small pocket print on the front. So we'll see you soon. Alright, so now we're getting ready to put it in emulsion, and I'll let you know what I like to use. I used to use the stuff you can buy at the art supply store, but they don't really sell the good stuff. Found out about Yolama QTX, quite expensive, but I think it's worth the price, really. Compared to the other ones, here it's just straight out of the can. You don't need to mix it. It's really great stuff. I'm going to pour the emulsion on the scooper. I used to have this smaller emulsion scooper, but it's not wide enough for my 20 by 24 screen, so saw this in the internet. I was like, hey, I'm gonna copy that. So I'm gonna pour emulsion along down the scooper. Oh, by the way, just to let you guys know, I have the yellow light on because this is UV sensitive. If you have any sunlight or any other bright light on, it could really ruin your day. So you want to make sure you have a safe light, either a yellow or a red light. Alright, so we're going to pour some into the scooper. Make sure I do it over the screen so I don't want to pour some stuff on there. Make it nice and even. Get a good amount there. Actually, I should pour more. That's not enough. It's okay to have too much on your scooper than not enough, because you don't want to run out of emulsion while you're putting it on there. So that's a good amount right there. Cover this up. Not worried about speed here, just want to make sure it's the quality of pour that you do. Alright, so we're going to make sure that we have the screen upright the way we cleaned it before. So, and the numbers on top for me is how I have this up. We're going to do, can't really see it this way. I don't want to try to cover it up with the light. You know, I'll try to do it this way. We're going to do the back side first. We're going to do 2 passes and 1 pass on the inside. As you can see, this little homemade scooper is just the right size for the screen. I don't have the dimension that I need yet. Keep your screen angled a little bit and go ahead and touch the scooper. Start tilting it down until all the emulsion starts touching the screen. You don't want to start all the way down on the bottom to where touch the wood there. And it should be all there, and then slowly move it up. Nice contact on the screen, and as you go up you can tilt the screen back up right, and as you get closer to the edge tilt the scooper back and then finish it off, not to touch the wood part. So there's 1 pass, and we'll do another one. Like I said, it's always good to have too much emulsion than not enough. And I think I just need to put some more to get the other side. There you go. I'm going to go again, slowly. Close to the top. Finish it off. Nice clean pass there. I'll do one on the inside. So same thing. Start from here. Tilt it down so that the emulsion would start pouring in. Slowly move up. Nice clean pass. As you can see, there's some print on this before, so I'm just reusing the same screens that I have. And keep it upright, tilt it up, and then boom. Then you set your screen down. I just have a little squeegee here to keep the scooper upright so it doesn't spill. Real ghetto, but it works. Oh, crud. Alright, here we go. Now you can let the emulsion dry if you want to have a fan blowing on it, but we're going to speed dry it. Before you do that though, you'll want to put away your emulsion. Not your emotion. This is my Filipino accent, sorry. Your emulsion. So we want to make sure we put it back right away, because we are going to speed dry this thing. Now before I put the emulsion on here, I forgot to mention, you gotta make sure your scooper is completely clean. I just have a little piece of cardboard here that I use. Put the emulsion back into the cup. And I'm gonna go to the bathroom, wash this out really good. Make sure when you go in there that you close the door and there's no light coming into this room, and I lock my door so nobody would walk in unexpectedly and expose my screen to UV light. So that's that. So we're going to cut right now. I'm going to clean this out and we'll come back and we'll speed dry this screen. So we'll put the emulsion way over here, so we'll be right back.